Welcome to the first ever edition of Most Beautiful Girl in Russia, Miss Summer 2022. To the first ever live interviews, a round of applause, ladies. I'm so happy to be here and I'm excited to be interviewing all the wonderful contestants for the Miss Summer 2022. So before we get right into it, we'll do a little introduction. So from my right, we have Blessing Boss Lady from South Africa representing Moscow. A round of applause. And to the middle, we have Etta from Nigeria representing Kazan. And finally, we have Esther as well from Nigeria representing Yekaterinburg. Okay, so first on the list, we'll start with Blessing. You tell us your name, your country, and your city, just for purposes.
Okay, my name is Kegomoditswe. It's very difficult to pronounce, but you can call me Blessing. I'm from South Africa and I'm representing Moscow.
Okay, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's nice to
Alright, it's good with you.
My name is Etta Nnamuten Victoria.
Okay.
I'm from Nigeria and I am representing Kazan.
It's good to have you here.
Pleasure.
My name is Otoide. This is Esther. I'm from Nigeria. I'm representing Yekaterinburg.
Okay, it's good to have you ladies with me this evening. Okay, so I'll be throwing the first question to Etta. How has been the journey so far?
It's been educating.
Okay.
It's been a learning process. I had to step up to do some certain things that normally I wouldn't exactly say I have people do, but I had people share most of the responsibilities. So
Okay.
I had to do most of it, make most of the decisions for myself because at the end of the day, it's about me and how I want to look and what I want to represent as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for answering that question, and I can see how you would feel that way. Thank you for answering that. Also, to Blessing, my question for you is, what are the challenges you might be facing concerning this summer?
The first challenge I'm facing is dealing with time management.
Okay.
Because it's the most important thing that I'm not good at.
Okay.
Like dealing with time management is one of the top priorities. Like the top challenge that I am actually dealing with right now.
Okay. Okay. So how do you think you can deal with that? How do you think that is something that you can handle?
I need to plan well.
Okay. All right.
No,
So as aside that, you feel like everything else is going smoothly for you.
Everything else is going the way I expected it to go, so everything is not a surprise.
Okay.
I'm just excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, so my question for Esther from Yekaterinburg, representing Yekaterinburg, brother. Being among the ladies, being in the house, you were all in the house, you arrived in the house 2 days ago, and I can tell so far, I feel like you have learned something and you have gotten something from other ladies. So being among the ladies, what have you learned so far?
Okay, I learned so many things. Just to be yourself, even if you're not ready for that thing, just be yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for that response. And my question for Etta, representing Kazan, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years from now,
Yeah.
I will just be graduating from school.
Okay.
So by then, by God's grace, I would have established my business, particularly bag business, because I do make bags.
Okay.
But I haven't really started yet. So
Okay.
I'm going to start as soon as I can lay my hands on every possible thing I can.
Okay.
So by then, I should have some grounding in it.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to go into the food industry.
Okay.
So I should have that settled, and then I start pursuing medicine kind of a bit more intently.
Okay. So basically, you're saying that we're looking at the next CEO
Yes, isn't it?
of our own brand. Awesome.
That's
We love to see that. We love to see that because at the end of the day, like Dr. Fubara keeps on repeating, it's about women empowerment. So you saying that in the next 5 years, this is what I want to see, or this is where I want to be, I feel like it's really awesome, and that's something that is really amazing. I feel like everybody should have a long-term goal,
Of course.
because at the end of the day, when you look back, yes, you may have family, you may have support and everything, but at the end of the day, it's just you. If you don't have your goals, how would people support you from behind? So it's awesome that you have that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay, so my question for Blessing from South Africa representing Moscow, what is one thing you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for the gift of life.
Hmm.
Because if I didn't have life, I wouldn't experience everything and anything. So the first thing that I'm always grateful for, it's life.
Okay. And I feel like that is important because people, we don't see the importance of life. I feel like a lot of people just feel like when you wake up every morning, or it's just like an overlooked opportunity, or an overlooked blessing. For you saying that the gift of life is something that you're grateful for, I feel like that's really special. Because somebody like you wake up in the morning and it's refreshing. Like, I have life and I'm ready to start my day. So thank you so much for answering that. Okay, so back to Etta. What do you think about the new abortion laws passed in the US? Do you think women should be pro-choice? And if that's not your answer, do you think you are pro-life or you're pro-choice? Just give us a little.
Okay, I would say women should be pro-choice.
Okay.
Because before now, nothing would have convinced me to say women should be pro-choice. I would have said pro-life all the way.
Okay.
But I actually sat down and I put myself in a situation where, if at my age now, I take in I'm pregnant, what will I do?
Okay.
So I will be pro-choice.
Okay. Thank you so much for answering the question. And thank you for shedding light, because I wanted to hear your opinion, and I will just leave it at that, saying thank you. Okay, so my question for Esther from Nigeria, representing Yekaterinburg, what are 3 things you can't live without?
Okay, 3 things I can live without. Okay. I can live without God.
Okay.
And again, because he's the one doing everything for me. When
Okay.
I call him, he answered me.
Okay.
And the second thing I can do without music.
Okay.
Because I love music. And
Okay.
again, I can't do without my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think music is something that you can't live without?
Because it makes me happy.
Okay.
When I'm sad, when I'm down.
So you're saying that music has been something that has been there for you when you couldn't like express your emotions and express yourself. So music is your getaway. Music is something that allowed you to express yourself the way you want to.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I feel like music has saved a lot of people. I'm into music myself. I love music, and I feel like sometimes when you can't express yourself, when you can't allow yourself to be natural, if I can put it that way, music is something that steps in. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Okay, so my question for Etta, what advice would you give your younger self?
Be confident. Have your self-esteem. Everybody's going to talk. Somebody's always going to have something to say. Even if you know you're the best at what you're doing, there is always someone that is going to tell you, you're not doing it well. You could have done it this way. But you know yourself, you know your potential. All you should do is keep growing, keep improving yourself. You're never at the very top, even when you think you're there. So don't listen to people, just do you. Be confident and keep growing.
Awesome. I'm sure if your younger self could talk right now, she'll be really proud of the fact that you're telling her that, because
give me a tap on the back and tell me I needed this.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So finally, before we round up this segment and this section of the live interviews, so finally for Esther, how are you feeling right now in the moment? So far, we've been in the house for like how many days? 2 days right now. The Miss Summer Russia 2022 in 2 days. How are you feeling in the moment?
I feel so happy and excited because I think my dream is about to come true.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel so happy.
All right. Thank you so much for that. So ladies and gentlemen, we have just interviewed 3 beautiful ladies, and they have come with so much zeal and so much to share and so much opinions, and I really appreciate you ladies. All of you are looking beautiful, looking bright, looking pretty, and we can't wait to see you in 2 days for the Miss Summer Russia 2022. So thank you so much for having me to interview you guys. So we hope that we see you ready to work and ready to promote this event, because at the end of the day, this event is about women empowerment. So seeing 3 beautiful ladies sitting down together and just having conversations and just talking to me and enlightening the crowd onto what they believe in and their opinions is really special. So thank you so much for having us, ladies. A round of applause for everyone here.